times we find out that the business starters, the entrepreneur, at the beginning they start little good, but at the middle of it, with all the efforts trying to grow the business, they do one or two things to make sure that the business come up in a good sense, But say 1, 2 years, they feel like they are stuck in the business, like they're not making profits. And with all they invested, with all the work, effort, and everything, it seems in vain, and they feel frustrated, and they close up the business, like closing it down. We find out couple of business owners, entrepreneurs, it's just rampant. Like this is what happens when they fail in the business. So I don't know if there's a way out you can put them through a way they can scale out of this situation. I believe Ideabulls will have something to give to them.
Yes, definitely. See, this scenario is called premature death of a company.
Okay.
So when you start your business, you put everything. Means you put effort, you put your investment. You do all these things. You have to understand. Of course, definitely, I will give you some tools. Okay, because this is what we are trading on, tough time tools.
Yes.
Okay, when you are feeling a tough time in your business, what tools should you use? And tools are the answers for everything. And there are tools available for everything.
Okay.
Tools are just like, you are a loaded soldier, and without tools, you are just like a soldier who are just on a war front.
Yes.
Without any arms and ammunitions. So without any arms and ammunitions in the war front, what can you do? If you are a farmer, okay, without any tools, you have land, you have your seeds, you have water, you have right weather, but still you need tools.
Yeah.
Without tools, you cannot do anything.
Cannot.
But before even knowing that, okay, what tools and techniques to use, okay, I would like to state the regions, that actually what are the 3 regions, okay, because of that the companies die early.
Yeah.
See, what happens that you form a company, okay, you have a particular product, your product is unique as well, your services are unique, okay, and then you prepare your sales team. You prepared a very good sales team, okay, they are very good at sales and they have a very vast experience in the market, you have a very good market database, you have got a very good network in the market as well.
Yeah.
But if your sales team is not having a deep technical knowledge of your product and services, okay, they won't be able to sell. This will result into the inability to sell the products, because customers actually, whosoever they are, okay, technically they are very smart. Okay. So gone are the days then when you think that, okay, you are consulting the customers. Customers these days are very smart. This is the digital era. For any product, any services, okay, just they go to Google and they do their own research before buying anything from you. So you have to have a very deep research about your product or the services. Okay. Now, apart from that, the sales team should also have a deep knowledge of what the similar companies are doing, what your competitors are doing basically. And that is called the market intelligence. So the sales team, job of sales team is not only to make a sale.
Okay.
Rather, their job is also to collect the market intelligence, and then you analyze that market intelligence data.
Okay.
Now, how to collect the market intelligence, what are the parameters and what are the factors that the sales team should concentrate, where they will concentrate, where they will get it from. There are tools for everything. We will cover the tools in the next session, because for each one of that, if we will cover the tools now, it will take a long time. So one by one, in session by session, we will cover those tools. Okay. So they have to gather market intelligence. Okay. And that market intelligence data should always go to the research and analysis or research and development team. Based upon that, okay, they should sit with the strategic team, okay, to devise the new strategy.
Okay.
Go to market strategy.
Okay.
Go to the market with a new strategy, always new pitch. Okay, your pitch should be different from others. Okay, pleasant, sweet, short.
Wow.
Understand? But different from, still different. So you should have a different test in your pitch.
Exactly.
So the sales team should always be trained. Okay, so the training cycle for the sales team should not be stopped. This is number one.
Okay.
Number two reason is that, let us suppose that the sales team has sold. Generally what happens, the sales team is very aggressive in selling the thing, selling the products or services. Generally they forget that one very important thing is to do the due diligence of the customer as well. Because it's not only the customers who choose the vendors. Vendors should also choose the customers.
Exactly.
You know. So do the due diligence of the customers, because if the customer is not capable of paying you in time, what will happen, that your financial cycle will break. And once there is a dent in your financial cycle, that dent will keep on increasing. And that one day it will become carcinogenous, and that will be incurable, that will lead to immature death of the company.
Wow.
Understand? So this is very important. It's not like that okay, you are getting too many inquiries, and you are getting sales. Okay, that means you should have an ability to tell some of the customers on some, or put a clear-cut contract with the customers that this is the payment terms. Of course, you can have a tolerance. You can decide your tolerance limit. You can see what is your flexibility limit. Accordingly, you can design a contract too.
Okay.
But after the due diligence, if you see that okay, the credibility record of the customer is completely bad, okay, no need to go to the customer. Even because whether the contract is small or big, no need to go to the customer. No need to acquire that customer. And the third reason is that inability to retain the customers.
Okay.
See, you have to design your product or your services in such a way, okay, that the customers are repetitive, or your services or your products are giving you a cyclic income, okay, or the customers should be repeated, same customers should be repeated. See, what happens, that acquisition of a new customer always costs 10 to 200 times more than the retention cost of the customer. So you should basically, even while designing the product or the services, okay, you should always think that why the customer will come to you again and again. Or even if you are generating a cyclic income, okay, what is the possibility that the customer will not leave you in the middle and he will go? See, customers are the most thankless objects in this whole business cycle. Okay, they are never faithful.
That's true.
They will just leave you as soon as just even 1 cent less they get, they will leave you and they will go to someone else. Okay, so that is why in that case again, which I told you in the first time, that the market intelligence, that is very important. Okay, so market intelligence will play a very big role here in retention of the customers as well, not only in sales. Okay. So the customer retention is very important, because if your product is such like that, it is one time sale, definitely sooner or later the company will die a premature death. You know, without repetitive customer, no business can survive. And you have to see what are the ways. You have to adopt proper tools.
Okay.
Okay, either you use a proper CRM tool or whatever to retain your customer. First of all, you have to design your product in a way that okay, your customers should come to you again and again. You have to design your USP so that the customer do not go. But even though after that, you have to use proper tools to keep the customer bonded.
Okay.
So if you if you understand these three root cause, well, then it is easy to understand that okay, now what tools we use, okay, which we will be discussing in the next session.
Okay. This is good and excellent.